Hello, hello, hello. Great, beautiful, blessed afternoon, evening. I don't know when afternoon turns into evening, but it is 4:37 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the state of Georgia. We're going to say somewhere near Atlanta. Hello, hello, hello. How you doing? How your mama doing? Oh, goodness. Let me make sure I'm live everywhere. Because I was just finna say, I am Tennille Stewart. And if you've never seen me before, I help women who are diagnosed with lupus go from confused and discouraged to healed, hopeful, and in control of the medical narrative. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And it is Lupus Awareness Month. If you do not know, it is May, which is Lupus Awareness Month. However, also, furthermore, it is MS Day, okay? It is the day that we celebrate our fellow chronic illness warriors who happen to have MS. And we are sitting in solidarity with our sisterin and brethren because that's something that's misdiagnosed just as much as lupus is misdiagnosed. I don't know if you were here. If you missed it, go back and watch it. I had Powerhouse Connie Super C in the building on Monday, and we had a really amazing conversation about that. It is astonishing that it took so long to diagnose her. And oh wait, she's here. Hey Connie, hey girl. It took so long to diagnose her, and it is still something that people don't believe because it is a fellow invisible illness. Sometimes it's very visible, but people don't care about that part. They care about when they don't know what's happening. They just say nothing's happening, which is incorrect and rude and disrespectful. So, the reason why MS, sorry, right in the microphone, clear my throat, my bad. MS and lupus are misdiagnosed so much. Both can cause neurological symptoms. So, tingling, numbness, brain fog, headaches, all that stuff. MRIs and spinal taps are used to identify MS symptoms, but they can also be used for lupus. And lupus can mimic the same results as MS. So it is, it's a toss-up, kind of, like it can be. I understand that there, needs to be a lot of research and study done on both to figure out a way to pinpoint it without it taking forever. It shouldn't be a year or multiple years that you are waiting to get diagnosed with something. Hey, Warrior Mom, please put in the chat if you are live. Put an L in the chat. And if you are watching the recording, please put an R in the chat. Just for my nosy business, I just want to know. So symptoms like fatigue, like severe fatigue, weakness, blurry vision, balance issues, they overlap because they can all be symptoms of either. Which with lupus, you can also have multiple other chronic illnesses, and they don't get diagnosed till later. So you think this symptom is from lupus, then you find out later, oh, it's coupled with 4 other chronic illnesses that you've never heard of or something like that. So please be diligent with your caretakers, with your medical professionals, with your all your ologists, your ists, to make sure what you have is diagnosed and then researched and re-diagnosed and made sure that it's the same and the right, and you're not suffering from something else. CNS lupus, what I talked about a couple days ago, it affects the brain and it can look just like MS. And I didn't even know there was a verbiage for it. I know that neurological things come with lupus, so I wasn't even aware that it had its own name until somewhat recently. So please make sure that you're, getting the right results or the right test that makes sense for the diagnosis. There's not a single test for either of them, so it makes it super easy to misdiagnose. And I don't blame any of these medical professionals, so they're doing as much as they possibly can majority of the time. It is just confusing. It is just like they intertwine. Thank you so much, Brent. Thank you so much. So in solidarity with our other autoimmune warriors like MS, RA, Sjogren's, fibromyalgia, Crohn's, Hashimoto's, we all know what it's like to fight an invisible battle. You could be sitting here and smiling, and there's a literal war going on in your body. And I congratulate, I root for, I appreciate, I see you. I understand that this is not just a lupus thing as much as it's Lupus Awareness Month. It's so many other people's months too. We have 2 days left in this month, and I want you to understand that chronic illness as a whole, invisible illnesses as a whole, we are fighting this fight together. This is not just my autoimmune disease is more important than yours. There's no way. We're all in pain. We are all fighting every day to look like things are normal, to live really chronically amazing lives instead of chronically ill lives. The amount of women and men that are struggling with diagnosis behind the scenes would rock you, because they've become so accustomed to hiding it. Doesn't mean they're not struggling. It just means that you don't know that they are struggling. And that is a heavy weight to carry all the time. And it's very discouraging, can be very discouraging, when you're doing everything that somebody else with great health is doing, and not getting noticed for it, when you know that you're working thrice as hard, because keeping it together is a full-time job. Just looking like you're normal and floating through the world like everything is fine is a full-time job. And then on top of that, you have an actual full-time job. God bless you all, honestly. It can be easier than you're making it. You might not have the tools in your tool belt to do this alone, and you shouldn't have to. We are celebrating and collaborating awareness, and the awareness will help us all move research forward. I'm not screaming this from the rooftops because I like to hear the sound of my own voice. Actually, my little Disney voice is it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. People are jarred sometimes when they hear me talk for the first time. And it's because I'm dedicated to being part of the solution. I don't want to look around this time next year and nothing has changed. I refuse to not push the issue so that people are paying attention. Like, if every year we get a little bit better, that's hope. That's progress. That's, there's no reason that we should be stagnant in the fight for finding cures and finding workarounds and finding people to stand together with. Okay. I really appreciate everybody who shares their experience of what they've been going through, because people really are out here doing this silently, and they can be doing that because they really don't think anybody's paying attention or care. Listen, we are paying attention and we care. Instagram, can you see me? Because my chat stopped. But Connie, if you can see me, yes. I know lots of people with all of those things as well. So we stand together, and I'm proud of all of you. I don't know why my chat stopped, but I hope that you can see me. I'm going to wrap this up. I just want to come on here and celebrate, yes, progress over perfection. Thank you for that comment, Bren. That is 100%. I really think that I know that having steady and slow progress is way better. Facebook can see me. Thank you so much. Way better than not having anything and then jumping spots, right? Like the hope that you need to have to wake up in the morning sometimes is crazy. It's not, you know, I remember that all pain is ending at some point. It ends at some point. There's no guarantee on how it's going to end. Pain will end. Emotions are fleeting. Like I have a dopamine like journal that I'm like, okay, what can I do to get a quick dopamine? Not like scrolling. Scrolling is doesn't make me feel good all the time. Things that are gonna 100% feel good. But a little bit, something that I need to get a little bit of me. Some sunshine, a walk, something because emotions are fleeting. But slow and steady will always win the race. You don't have to win every day all the time, but the progress of knowing that things are going to change and things are slowly changing is very important. So that said, share this. Share all of the content you see from me with anyone who needs this. I will always, to the best of my ability, be here cheering you on, helping you out, sharing free information with you. So listen, Loopies. Listen, chronic illness warriors. We are in this together. Remember that. Always remember that. And on that note, y'all have a gorgeous day. Go hug anyone you know with MS. It's a rough time. It is World MS Day, and celebrate by pushing the issue and getting some information out to the people, some research done for the people. And have a gorgeous day. Stay happily healed. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.